Welcome, this is part 2 of our Strengthen and Extend of Chapter 2. First few slides will be for those who think they don't need any help and can answer all the questions. Reminder that I will go through all the questions and the answers will be at the end of this video. Question 6, slide 1. Okay, so let's have set up. Okay, so first question. Indices, expanding and factorization. Question number 1A. M squared times m3. M squared times by m cubed. Remember, we're adding the indices together. So rather than doing what they're trying to do on the screen here, m is m squared plus m cubed. We're plussing them. So equals m to the power 5. B. B cubed times by b equals. Here we've got b cubed, and this is b to the power 1. So plus 1. So the answer is b to the power 4. There's the first answer to the first screen. Next one. Simplify these expressions. The first one has been started for you. Yeah. A. So 4d cubed times by d to the power 5. So here, d to the power 3, d to the power 5, adding the powers together. So we should end up with 4d3 plus 5 equals 4d to the power 8. B. P squared times by 3p. There's no other numbers, so it would just be 3. P squared times by p, so p squared, that'll be just 1p, p to the power 1, so the answer is 3p cubed. C. Minus 5n times by 2n cubed. Two numbers here, a minus 5 and a 2. So minus 5 times 2 is minus 10. Minus times a positive, it's a negative. Two signs are different, so it's negative. N to the power 1 plus n cubed. So adding through, so minus 10 to the power 4. D. Minus 2g squared times 1 minus 3n squared equals, first of all, numbers, minus 2 times minus 3, and two signs the same, so it's a positive, it's 6 g squared, n squared, and that's it. The g's and the n are not the same, so we can't do anything with them, so they stay as they are. Answer. Next one. Go through these quite quickly. A little bit more difficult. A. M to the power 4 times m something makes m to the power 7. When we add the powers to make this total here, so what we could do is, we could take 4 away from 7 to make 3, because 4 plus 3 makes 7. So the answer is m to the power 4 times m to the power 3 equals m to the power 7. So there's the answer. B. M to the power 7 divided by m to the power 4 equals m to the power something. The inverse of times is to divide. The inverse of plus is a minus, so we take the powers away, so end up with m7, take away 4. So the answer is m to the power 3. C. H squared times by h something equals h to the power 6. As I said before, we're adding the powers, the inverse of adding and subtraction, so 6 take away 2 is 4, 2 plus 4 makes 6. So the answer is h squared times by h to the power 4 equals h to the power 6. So the answer is h to the power 4. D. H to the power 6 divided by h to the power 2 equals h to the power something. As I said before, 6 take away 2 is E. Pause. There we go. I shall play. E. S times s to the power something equals s to the power 5. Remember, s on its own is s to the power 1. 5 take away 1 equals 4. 4 plus 1 makes 5. So equals s times s to the power 4 equals s to the power 5. There's the answer. F. S to the power 5 divided by s equals s to the power something. Remember, there's a 1 there, so 5 take away 1 equals 4 equals s to the power 4. G. 7m to the power something divided by m squared equals 7m to the power 5. Powers are added and the timesing. We've got 1 missing, so 5 take away 2 makes 3 equals 7m3 all cubed times by m squared equals 7m to the power 5. There's the answer there. H. 7m to the power 5 divided by m to the power 2 equals 7m to the power something. Powers are taken away, so 5 take away 2 is 3. So the answer is 7m to the power 3. How did you do? Even better you could see them. Next one. Simplified by Clayton Jones. Pause, have a go yourself. When you're ready, press play. Simplify. A squared plus 2a plus 3a. A squared is different to a. They're not the same. So the answer will be a squared, because that's the only a squared you got, plus 2a plus 3a. So 2a plus 3a is 5a. There's your answer. B. A squared plus 5a minus 2a. There's no other a squares there, so it'll be a squared. 5a, take away 2a, it'll be 3a, so it'll be plus 3a. C. A squared plus 2a minus 5a. Slight difference here. Put the number line up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a squares, only a square we got. Start at 2, take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer is minus 3a. D. 2a squared minus 3a plus 2a. So the only 2a squared there is that one there, so it's 2a squared minus 3a plus 2a. 1, 2, so it's minus 1a or minus a. Next question. Expand, then simplify by collecting like terms. The first one is started for you. So, A, D bracket D plus 3, close bracket, plus D. First of all, we need to do is multiply the bracket. Remember to pause, have a go yourself, and press play when you're ready. So multiply D times D is D squared. D times 3 is plus 3D. Done that, plus D. As before, one's above. The only D squared we got is there, D squared. That's him on the way. Plus 3D plus D, which is 4D. B. D bracket D plus 3 bracket plus 2D. As before, D times D is D squared. D times 3 is plus 3D plus 2D. Only D squared there, D squared, no others. Plus 3D plus 2D is 5D plus 5D. C. D bracket D plus 3 close bracket minus 2D. As before, D times D, D squared. D times 3 plus 3D, finish, minus 2D. Go through, the only D squared is there, D squared. 3D, take away 2D, it's D, so plus 1D, which is D. E. D. D. E. 2D bracket D plus 3 bracket plus D. 2D times D is 2D squared plus 2 times 3 is 6D plus D. So 2D squared plus 6 plus 1 makes 7D. E. 2D bracket D plus 3 bracket plus 5D. So 2D times this is 2D squared. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 6D plus 5D. So 2D squared plus 11D. F. 2D bracket D plus 3 bracket plus 5D squared. So 2D times D is 2D squared. 2D times 3 is 6D plus 5D squared. 2D squared plus 5D squared is 7D squared plus 6D. Answers. How did you do? Next slide. Copy and complete. The first one has almost been done for you. 2 to the power minus 2 is the same as 1 over 2 to the power 2. B. X to the power minus 2 is the same as 1 over x to the power 2. C. 2 to the power minus 3 is the same as 1 over 2 to the power 3. D. Y to the power minus 3 is the same as 1 over y to the power 3. Done. Next one. What are the common factors of a number? What is the highest common factor of 3x and 6? Pause Have a go. When you're ready, come back. Factors of 3. 1, 3. Letters excellent. So factors of 6 are 1 and 6, 2 and 3. 3 is the highest common factor, and no other letters there, so the answer is 3. 4x squared and 12x. So the factors are 4, 1 and 4, 2 and 2, x and x, 1 and 12, 2, 6, 3, 4, and x. Highest common number is 4, and to x as well. So here will be no other numbers will be common to both, 4x and 3. 10x squared and 15x cubed. So factors of 10, 1 and 10, 2 and 5, x and x, 1 and 15, 3 and 5, because 2 doesn't go into 15. And the factors of 15, x, 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 that's 3 x's. Highest number, 5. You put a ring around 5. I'll put a ring around letters that come to both. So highest common factor of 10x squared and 15x cubed is 5x squared. So B, taking it a little further. 10x plus 5. Take out the highest common factor and put it in front of brackets. Check your answer by expanding the brackets. So 10x, factors of 10, 1 and 10, 2 and 5, and x. Here we've got 1 and 5. 5 is the highest common factor, and there are no letters come to both sides, so be it 5 on the outside of the bracket, open the bracket. But the pair that's left, 2, any letters not used, yes, x. Okay, nothing else left, plus any number that not used is a 1 of the pair. Now, to multiply the bracket, 5 times 2 is 10x, and 5 times 1 is 5. It's what we started off with, it's what we finish up with. So the answer is 5 bracket 2x plus 1. There you are. That's what you do by checking your answers by expanding the bracket. 2. 10x squared plus 5x. First thing we need to do is to find that on highest factors of 10. 1, 10, 2, 5, x and x plus 1, 5 and x. 5 is common to both sides and x is common to both sides. So 5x on the outside of a bracket. 2 and x are not being used. Put those inside the bracket. Plus 1. Close bracket. We know 5x times 2x is 10x squared. 5x times what is 5x, which is that. So your answer is there. 3. 12x minus 9x squared. So what are factors of 12? Well, factors are 1 and 12, 2, 6, 3, 4, and x. Factors of 9 are 1, 9, 3, and 3, and x. So 3's come to both, and x's come to both. So 3x on the outside of the bracket, open the bracket, what's left? 4's left. Any letters? No letters. Minus 3x. 3x. 3 times 4 is 12 with the x, so 12x minus 3x times 3x, or 3 times 3 is 9, x times x is x squared, so there's the answer, 3. 4, IV 4. 25y to the power 5 plus 10y squared. Factors of 25 are 1, 25, 5 and 5. That's it. And we've just got y's left over. 5 of them. Plus, back to the 10, 1 and 10, 2 and 5, and we've got 2 y's. Numbers are common to both. It's a 5, and we have a y as well, 2 y's. So we've got 5y squared, 5y squared, open the bracket. On the pairing that's left over, it's a 5. And we've got 3 y's there, so y to the power 3 plus pairings left is a 2, no letters. So that's it, done. Can't see that. 5y squared, of course, 5 and y squared is common. Left is 5 and 3 y's, so 5y cubed plus pairings left over 2, no letters, 2, close bracket. 5 times 5 is 25. Y squared times by y cubed, adding the powers together, it's 5. And 5y squared times by 2 is 10y squared, which is the answer there. 5. Question 5. 14a cubed minus 10a. Factors of 14. 1, 14, 2, 7. A, and A minus 1 and 10 and A. So, and 2 and 5. That one, 2 and 5. A. So, 2 and A. So 2A on the outside of the bracket. Numbers left is 7. A squared minus 5. No letters. So 2A, 2 times 7 is 14. A times A squared is A cubed minus 2 times A, 2A times 5 is 10A. 6. 6. B squared plus 3B to the power 4. No numbers on the side, so just B and B. Here we've got 1 and 3 and B 4 times. We know that one, that one, and that one, that one. So it's B squared, bracket. Now, there's no numbers left with this one here, but B squared times by nothing is nothing. So you might want to B squared. So B squared times by 1 will give you B squared plus 3, which is the highest number left over. So B squared times by 3 would be 3B squared. We've got these two B's here, so B squared. So B squared times by 3B squared will be 3B to the power 4. End up. And the last one. 7. 12C squared plus 18C cubed. So factors of 12. 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, and C and C. 18 is 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. 4 doesn't go, 5 doesn't go, 6 is already there. C, C, C. So our house number is 6 and 2 C's. So 6C squared on the outside of a bracket. Of the pairing of the 6 left over is a 2. Any letters? None. So here, the thing left over is a 3. And here is a C. Close bracket. So 6C times by 2 is 12C squared. And 6C squared times by 3C is 6 times 3 is 18. C squared times by C to the power 1 is C to the power 3. Answer. How did you do? next screen. And pause it, have a go yourself, and come back when you're ready. So, use the grid method to expand and simplify. So a plus 3, a plus 5, grid method. A plus 3, a plus 5. It doesn't matter which way you put the letters. A5 plus 5 at the top and a plus 3 down the side. Still going to work out the same. A times a is a squared. A times 3 is 3a. A times 5 is 5a. And 5 times 3 is 15. What's the relationship between these two here? Well, that'd be a plus 5 plus 3, so we're adding them together. So we end up with a squared. Adding these together makes, or we could write it out, 5a squared, 5a plus 3a plus 15. Collect like terms, a squared plus 8a plus 15. And done. B. B plus 9, B plus 4. Little grid. Some people find this a lot easier than the other way. This is the grid method, or using the area, because we're looking at the area of the grid. B plus B times B is B squared. B times 9 is 9B. It's plus 4 times B is 4B, and 4 times 9 is 36. Writing out, B squared plus 9B plus 4B plus 36. Collecting like terms, B squared plus 4 times 9 is 13B plus 36. C. C plus 1. C plus 2. C plus 2. C plus 1. C times C is C squared. C times 2 is 2C. 1 times C is C. 1 times 2 is 2. So C squared plus 2C plus C plus 2 equals C squared plus 3C plus 2. How did you do? Expand and simplify. Pause the video. When you're happy, press play. And we work it out together. So, A plus 8 and A minus 2. Multiplying out. A times A is A squared. A times minus 2 is minus 2A. 8 times A is plus 8A. And 8 times minus 2 is minus 16. The minus plus, two sides different, answer's negative. So A squared minus 2 adds 8, 8 plus 6A minus 16. B. B minus 5. B plus 4. Multiplying out the brackets. B times B. B squared. B times plus 4 plus 4B. Minus 5 times B minus 4. Excuse me. Minus 5B. And minus 5 times 4 is minus 20. Work out bracket, B squared plus 4, taking 5, B minus 1B, or B, minus 20. See. C minus 7, C minus 3. Let's back the brackets. C times C, C squared. C times minus 3 is minus 3C. Minus 7 times C is minus 7C. And minus 7 times minus 3 is plus 21. Two signs the same, positive. Going through, C squared minus, minus because minus 7 minus 3 minus 10 plus 21. I'll cough again. Oof. Right, next one. Solve these equations. Number 1. Okay. 2n divided by 5 equals 8. What we need to do first of all, pause the video, you work out the answers, and come back when you're happy. Opposite or inverse to divide is a times, so we times both sides by 5. We times both sides by the same amount. So we end up with 2n equals 8 times 5, which is 40. We find what n is on its own. We divide both sides by 2. N equals 20. B. 5x over 4 equals 10. And the last one, divide, we times by 4. And 5x equals 40. And we now divide by 5. X equals 8. C. 4u over 3 equals 12. Again, not like opposite divide, it's times by 3. So we end up with 4u equals 36. 12 times 3 is 36. Divide by 4. U equals 9. And the last one, D. 3n over 100 equals 30. Times both sides by 100. So we end up 3n equals 30 and 2 zeros, 3,000. And now we divide both sides by 3. So n equals 1,000. How did you do? Solve these equations, check your answers. A. M minus 5 over 4 equals 2. Do you remember what m's actually been doing at the moment? So here we've got a thing, m. So the first thing that's happening to it is we're taking away 5. Then we are dividing it by 4. And then we get the answer of 2. So we're going back on a little journey, get backwards. What's the inverse to divide? It's a times. So times by 4. And then what do? We add 5. We find out what m is. So 2 times by 4 is 8. Plus 5 is 13. So m is 13. So we chuck that into our thing here. 13 take away 5 divided by 4 equals 2. 13 take away 5 is 8. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. And the other way we do that. Here, we've got divide. We need to times it by 4. Divide by 4. So, m minus 5 equals 8 times by 4. Then we need to get rid of this plus, this minus. We add in 5 both sides. So m equals 8 plus 5, 13. Which is the answer we got there to there. both tell a story. Here we do it naturally. Here we work out what's been asked of us, and we go back on the story. That's going forward to the story and going back on the story. Here we're using the same thing. So B. 2b plus 5 over 3 equals 7. So it doesn't matter which method you use, you should always come up with the right answer. Here I'm going to use what we did before. So here, opposite division is times, so we times by 3. So we number 2b plus 5 equals 7 times 3 is 21. So we take away 5 on both sides. Because it's plus 5 here, inverse is take away. So we know 2b equals 21, take away 5, 16. Now divide by 2. So b equals 8. Excuse me. Or do you want me to work it out up here? You work it out yourself. So b, we times it by 2. b times by 2. Go forward, we add 5. And then we divide by 3. Oops. Put the arrows in there. Equals 7. So going back, 7, going backwards. We times by 3. Times by 3. We take away 5. Take away 5. And then we divide by 2. Divide by 2. The answer is 7, 21, 16, 8. C. 3k minus 4 over 2 equals 4. I times by 2 both sides. 3k minus 4 equals 8. I add 4 both sides. So 3k equals 12. Divide by 3, 3 both sides. I end up with k equals 4. And back way, we've shown it up here. K is times by 3 minus 4 divided by 2 equals 4. 4 going backwards, we times by 2, which is there. We add 4, which is there. And we divide by 3, which is there. 4 times by 2 is 8. Add 4, it's 12. Divide by 3, which is 4. 3 4s are 12. Amazing. Okay. How did you do? Pressure. Under pressure. P V over T equals 6. Use the formula to find V when P is 3 and T is 40. Now the pressure of P and volume V and the temperature T of a gas are related by the formula PV over T equals 6. Right? Pressure times volume over temperature equals 6. I'm going to head myself there right now. Formula. Use the formula to find the value of V when P equals 3 and T equals 40. So substituting the values in. So P is 3. So 3 times V over T, which is 40, equals 6. So first thing we need to do is times both sides by 40. Remember V, 3 times V equals 6 times 4 is 24. Add on the 0, 240. Then we divide both sides by 3. V equals 240. And that's it. What's 2040 divided by 3? 8. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 8. And we've got 0 there. 0. The answer is 80. Next one. Elastic. Elastic string. Elastic string has a natural length of L meters. When a string is stretched by X meters, the tension T newtons is given by the formula T equals 60X divided by L. Use the formula to work out X when T is 24 newtons and the length is 15 meters. Pause the video. Have a go. When you're ready, press play. So, T equals 60X over L. T equals 24 newtons and L equals 15 meters. Substitute values in here. We've got so 24 equals 60x over 15. We have been doing it that way, or we have been doing it this way. 60x over 15 equals 24. We're going to divide, well not, we're going to divide by 15, so we're going to times by 15 both sides. Let's use this one here. The same format we've been using before. So we end up with 60x equals 24 times 15. Napier's bones come to help. So 24, 15, which we've got diagonal lines in as well. 1 times 4 is just 4, no 10s, 4 ones. 2, 20, and 10. Nothing. 4 plus 2 makes 6. 1 plus 2 is 3. Nothing there, so the answer is 360. 360. Now we divide both sides by 60. Divide both by 60. X equals 360 divided by 60. Calamity. If I divided both sides here by 10, I would end up with 36 divided by 6. Well, you know the answer to that. The answer is 6. There's the answer. 6. Meters. Next question. Next question. Problem solving. The diagram shows a shape made from 2 rectangles. All measurements are in centimeters. A. Write an expression for the total area of the shape. Be careful. Right. Well, let's see if we can draw the shape out. It doesn't have to be exact. So we've got here x plus 2, 5, x, and 3. A little dotted line over there helps out. So this area here, x times 3, or 3x. This area here is 5 times that lot there. So 5 times x is 5x. And 5 times 2 is 10. So that area there is 5x plus 10. That area here is 3x. To work out the area, adding the two areas together. So 5x and plus 3x is 8x plus 10. Write an expression. Oops, I think we just solved it. Write an expression for the total area of the shape. that one there, expression, sorry, will be 5 bracket x plus 2 close bracket plus 3x. 3 times x is 3x, expression. Right, which makes 5x plus 10 plus 3x, which is 8x plus 10. So me getting ahead of myself. D. The total area of the shape is 30 centimeters. Write the equation in terms of x to solve it to find the value of x. So 8x plus 10 equals 30. Equation. Minus 10 on both sides. 8x equals 20. Divide by 8, both sides. X equals 20 divided by 8. Now, how many x in 20? 2. What's left over? 4 over 8, which is the same as 2.5. So x equals 2.5 centimeters. Work out the perimeter. Well, we've got certain things, but I'm missing something here. So 5 take away 3 make 2. So this here will be 2. And this bottom line will be x plus 2 plus x. Now work out the perimeter. Blob there. I'll start from the blob, work my way around until I get back to that blob, and then I've got everything done. Let's see. So start here. X plus 2 plus 2 plus x plus 3 plus x plus x plus 2 plus 5. Just made it. Right. How many x's have you got in it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4x. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 plus 14 equals, so P equals out. P equals 4x plus 14. But we know x is 2.5. So P equals 4 times 2.5 or 2.5 plus 14. 4, 2.5 is 10 plus 14 equals 24 centimeters. Let's expand. Easy. X bracket x cubed plus 3x plus 7. So that is x to the power of 4 plus 3x squared plus 7x. Don't need to simplify. It's done. B. A bracket a squared minus 8a plus 1 a cubed minus 8a squared plus 1a, which is a. So b bracket b cubed plus 5b squared minus 6. B times b cubed is b to the power of 4. B times that plus 5b cubed minus 6b. D. 2p bracket 4 plus 5p plus p squared 2 times 4 is 8, so it'll be 8p. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 10p squared. And 2p times that will be plus 2p cubed. Written out properly will be 2p cubed plus 10p squared plus 8p. E. 6z plus z cubed minus 4z squared plus 9. 6z times z to the power 3 is 6z to the power 4 minus 6z, that will be 6 times 4 is 24. That will be z to the power 3 plus 6 times 9 is 54 z. F. A squared bracket 2a squared plus 3a minus 4. That'll be 2a to the power 4 plus 3a to the power 3 minus 4 to the power 2. G. 3k bracket k cubed minus 6k minus 7. That one. 3k, that would be 3k to the power 4. 3 times 6 is 18, minus 18k squared. 3 times 7 is minus 21k. Answer G. Done. Last question. Problem solving. The diagram shows a red square with a square hole cut out of it. Explain how you can work out the red area on the diagram. Red square, what was it? Area of red square minus area of square hole. Area of red square minus area of square hole. B. Write the expression for the red area on the diagram. Simplify your expression. Well, area of red square. X plus 9 to square minus x plus 4 squared. So here, x minus plus 9, x plus 9, excuse me, x times x, x squared, x times 9 plus 9x, 9x plus 9x, 9 times 9 is plus 81. Throwing through, x squared plus 18x plus 81. That's that side done. We're taking away this. X plus 4 bracket, x plus 4 bracket. Same thing again. So x times x, x squared. X times 4 is plus 4x. 4x again plus 4x. And 4 times 4 is plus 16. Simplifying through, x squared plus 8x plus 16. We're taking it away from each other. So x squared take away x squared is nothing. 8x from 18x is 10x plus 16 away from 81. I'll take 10 away from 81 makes 71. If I take 6 away from 71, I make 65 plus 65. And there's the answer. 10x plus 65. Here's the answers. How did you do?